How is it that you have the Gandhis only trying to give themselves a clean chit? And who's Bofors to give that clean chit? Is Bofors an investigative agency? And why did the Congress, remember, not get in touch with the real investigative agency here for the last so many years? If they really wanted to absolve Rajiv Gandhi of all these scams, of all the allegations that have really gone down to their own door, we continue to get you more details on that. Also, a lot of our reporters, remember, really here trying to get you more reactions also. Let's not forget, this is an issue that has rocked the parliament for 2 straight days. You would recall what happened yesterday. Yesterday, when the BJP, remember, raised this issue, they cited the Republic expose here. They cited a hashtag that was yesterday, open the Bofors boxes. Because remember, this story goes down to the then Prime Minister, that is Rajiv Gandhi, the first family here. What was his role as far as this entire scam really goes? For the very first time, viewers, you had on Indian television the chief investigative officer here speaking the truth. He mentioned the name of Rajiv Gandhi, the reason why the Congress gets unsettled. The Congress goes berserk. Because you would recall what happened in the parliament. We'll also try to put out those visuals of yesterday morning. In fact, when what they did is their MPs storm into the well of the house, start throwing papers at the speaker, but zero answers on Bofors. Sakal now with us from outside the parliament. And Sakal, we've seen what happened as far as the Congress's own strategy was concerned, right under the watch of Sonia Gandhi, under the watch of Rahul Gandhi. Why? Because you mentioned the name of Rajiv Gandhi, and the Congress, Sakal, gets unsettled.
Absolutely, and they have the reasons to get unsettled. Just when Congress thought that this particular story or the Bofors scandal or the scam is a story which is done and dusted with, that was not the case. And post-Republic breaking this big story, it's been 48 hours. We have seen a flip-flop as far as Congress's continuous reaction or the reasoning with this thing is considered. Initially, there was a denial. Then there was, oh, this is just a political vendetta. Then there came this line of defiance and arrogance and belligerence by Rahul Gandhi. And now, the fourth line of thought coming from the Congress through highly placed sources close to Sonia Gandhi, that we don't mind a reinvestigation or reprobe because it's the government of the day. If they want to reprobe, reopen the cases, they can go ahead. But that is in sharp contrast to what we see happening at the floor of the House, Deepti. Today, again, when the Lok Sabha reconvened at around 3 p.m, ruckus. Although that was on different reason altogether, but then the Congress members stooped to the well of the House, pandemonium, and as a result of the pandemonium, the House had to, the discussion, basically what's happening is that the discussion, the deliberations, the debate for which exactly the Indian Parliament is all about, that's not taking place. And remember, as a run-up to the monsoon session, we have been talking about what the Congress's strategy would be, the issues that Congress is going to launch a scathing attack on the Modi-led government. But then, in the last 48 hours, a lot of water has passed on the bridge, Deepti, especially Bofors scam taking a center stage. Now the question here is, it's two-pronged. The senior leadership, as far as Congress party is considered, they are now trying to clamp down and send those indirect signals that fine, if at all, there has to be a reinvestigation. Although this is off record, let me tell you, we don't mind that. But at the same time, they are disconnecting from Republic TV's expose, trying not to attach any sort of credence to whatever we have shown on our television. Although that's not going to take sheen away from the impact that is already underway. We know that the PMO in Sweden, the Foreign Affairs Ministry there, the External Affairs Ministry there, like I just mentioned, and most importantly, the Defense Ministry. These 3 ministries are keeping a very close watch. And we know our output people out there in Mumbai, as well as some of my colleagues here in Delhi, are in constant touch, including Aditya, associate editor. So the ramifications of it are going beyond the realms of domestic politics. And quickly, before I wrap up, Deepti, it will be very interesting to see how the other allies of the Congress, those who have been close to the Congress party, those who have been their coalition partners, those who were at the helm during UPA 1, UPA 2, how are they going to react if at all a formal probe takes place, reopening of the case really takes place. Number 3, Deepti, very quickly, let's not forget, Ajay Agarwal, who was one of the petitioners in 2005, he has actually said on live television how the law minister then during UPA 1 constantly tried to scuttle the legal proceedings there, and how crores of money was pumped in to see to it that the investigations and the legal investigations or the legal cases that were revolving around Bofors, they are scuttled. Deepti.
Yes.